hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, but yet again, you're coming in very quiet. But can you say
Um,
something?
hello?
Okay. Here, let me do my little magic here. Let me do my little
I'm
magic.
hanging. I'm hanging.
Try
Oh,
turning up
okay.
your mic just a
Okay,
slight little bit.
that's okay. That's why.
Why?
Always fun at Center Radio when we're doing these technical problems.
Magic beer.
Oh,
All right.
You're coming in nice and clear now.
Sweet.
Okay, so I guess we'll just use the webcam mic then.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we learned Guitar Hero mic. Not so good for whatever the hell this is.
Yeah.
By the way, hi everybody. Okay.
Hey, Tony.
Bye-bye. Go play Skyrim.
I'm Skyrim. Leave me alone.
Yes, we're giving some sexual appeal to this show. So Tony's sitting out and playing Skyrim tonight.
Fuck you!
Hi, Tony.
Hi.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Philip. Philip.
Nobody does it like you, Nicola.
All right,
Yeah.
Nicola, is your camera on?
Yes, it's just pointed at the roof.
Ah, that might explain it. I was
Yeah.
wondering why we couldn't see ya. So, Nicola, you ready to babysit the newbies tonight?
Do I have to?
Well, you and me are both going to have to. I get to lash Patrick when I bring him in, and then you get to lash frickin' Michelle. So.
Yeah, I suppose I have to make up for subjecting everybody to pink fluffy unicorns.
Oh,
You get to I give you full permission. You can wallop Michelle as hard as you like, as long as it's justified.
Oh my.
Well then, okay. As long as you're given the permission.
And I'm trying to bring Patrick in. Having some technical problems. Always technical problems. You ever notice that? There's never a week when nothing goes completely smooth.
Live, everybody. Live.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to try and keep my voice down because we have guests downstairs crashing on the sofa.
Aaron's drunk again.
No. Colin's anime group and gaming group is running like a mini convention, an event called DLC, and a few of the traders who are up have nowhere to stay because the university kind of fucked them over, so they're crashing downstairs. And next week I have a new arrival coming. I get a kitty.
Oh, another kitty.
A new little kitten. Little baby kitten. Just so small and fluffy.
Kittens are adorable.
Yes, they are. And she's black with big blue eyes.
So you got a big black pussy coming.
Yes. A perfect match with my white pussy. So that means I will never be able to wear anything again. I can't wear dark clothes because Lucy is white. And I won't be able to wear light clothes because the new kitten, who is yet to be named, will be black. So, fur everywhere.
That's why I have a dog. She sheds, but it's easy to remove.
I'm just thinking. Okay, Nicola, have you neutered and spayed your animals?
Lucy was spayed when we first got her, when she had her first litter. Because she was pregnant when we got her.
Okay, so we're not going to be seeing some freaking interracial freaking kittens popping out soon.
Interracial kittens.
Kitties.
Well,
they get the opportunities of the white kittens, but they also have to deal with the fucking stereotype of the black kittens.
Tony, Elsie, have kittens somehow managed to reproduce asexually or something because they're both female.
Oh, I was not aware of that. So you get some hot black on white pussy lesbian action kitty pussy going
Oh
on.
Jesus Christ! Well, technically, it would be kitten porn.
Sex with you.
The hell did I just come into?
You came
Patrick,
into
make sure to turn
kitten
your
porn.
camera. Turn your feel free to turn your camera on, and we're talking about interracial fucking pussy, cat pussy fucking breeding.
Yeah, well, the camera's in the process of being turned on. So, it'll eventually
Have
turn
you tried
on.
talking dirty to it?
What do you have to do? Warm it up? There
Have you
go.
tried? Have you
Yeah.
tried licking the taint? It always works for me. And we
Not
got
all my
Patrick.
problems can be solved with sex, LC.
You have to
Patrick.
shoot the right way for it to work, don't you?
Patrick, feel free to turn your mic up just a tad.
Okay.
Hell, if we weren't talking sex on this show, nobody would be watching. So,
Yeah, I think my cat may have fell asleep on one of my guests downstairs, so I don't have a kitten on my lap today. I don't have a pussy on my keyboard.
the pussy's fucking laid out drunk from inhaling the fucking whiskey fumes. Like, oh God, thank you, thank you.
Pink
Some
fluffy
powerful
unicorns
candidates.
dancing on
Yes.
rainbows.
Yes, blame Nicola for big fluffy unicorns tonight.
I've had that
Yeah.
stuff in my head all week.
You and me both. And the funny thing is in the video they showed Dan from Dan Versus, which is a cartoon show that I just got into. So I was like, oh my God, it's Dan. And it's like,
Is that what he's from?
Yeah, Dan Versus. It was a 3-season animated show on Discovery Kids. Or is it Discovery Kids or Discovery Junior or something like that?
That seems kind of not what Discovery Kids would play.
It's
Yeah.
basically a show about a very angry guy who's trying to get
Yeah.
vengeance on everything that ever pisses him off. I enjoy it because I can relate to it.
That sounds like most of us.
Yeah. It's basically watching a real life internet troll in real life experiences. It's hysterical. I recommend everybody to watch it. But Michelle, Mehe, I believe you have a little subject for tonight.
Yeah, speaking of cartoons, like that segue is a good segue. Speaking of cartoons, we're going to deal with the 10 most badass cartoon heroines of the 80s tonight. One second.
Badass heroines. This is gonna get good. I can already see it. It's gonna get good.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Starting with number 10, we got She-Ra, who was amazing.
She-Ra, She-Ra.
She doesn't get enough credit. Everybody writes her off as like, you know, He-Man for the girls, but it was more than that.
To be truly honest, I was never really impressed with She-Ra.
I enjoyed it, but I had to wrest the TV away from my mom because she was watching soaps all the time just to get my cartoon time in.
So
to watch my stars. Well, I need to watch my cartoons. Go away.
So She-Ra, she's basically what is she, like He-Man's cousin or sister or
She's
something?
his sister. She's his sister. She got stolen and grew up in a place called the Fight Zone, and He-Man was like a prince. She was more powerful than he was. She could heal people with her touch. Plus, she had a freaking unicorn. What did He-Man have?
Hey, He-Man rode a
He had
tiger.
a giant cat.
He rode a
cat,
pussy.
yeah, like a little
He-Man rode a
wizard
pussy
thingy.
like only a gay man can.
No. Play your Scott.
So Michelle, I gotta ask, She-Ra, is she as ambiguously gay as He-Man? Is she like walking
No.
around with a? Is she walking around with like a biker jacket on and a fucking smoking a cigar, kind of like, yep, I will fucking lick a pussy better than your cock ever would.
No, she's definitely not. She's your stereotypical female superheroine. She fought an entire rebellion though, whereas He-Man just had to deal with Skeletor.
You don't feel like have an army or something? Yeah, I never watched.
He had an army, but he sucked at his job. He was bad at his job. I mean, that's
He-Man
why.
sucked at, He-Man, from what I can tell, sucked at a lot of things, but you know.
Yeah, that goes without saying. We've all been questioning He-Man since the 80s. Coming in at number 9, we've got Penny from Inspector Gadget.
Woo!
I don't agree with that. The badass one from Inspector Gadget was the dog.
Right.
Because Penny gets
Brain.
kids in the episode.
Yeah, that was true. The dog was the only one, competent.
Yeah.
I like that dog.
She did have that computer book thing, though. So I guess that ranks it up a notch.
She had literally the first
she
version
had
of
an
a
iPad.
laptop. She had the first version of a laptop. Remember
Yeah,
when we were
but-
kids? Remember when we were kids though watching that? We saw her open up the book with the computer and we were like, oh my god, that's so awesome. Like,
And
I
yeah,
can never
pretty much like
believe this
shit up
actually
here.
would ever happen. That we would have some technology like that, and now we're just like, yep, I got my fucking book right here.
Yeah, it's like she's got one computer book. We've got like 10 hanging around now.
Yeah. My smartphone probably has more fucking RAM than that thing did. That thing,
Yeah.
that thing was a glorified calculator.
See, some of the things that Penny achieved. She stopped an annihilation. She prevented the creation of an army of evil robots. She kept Dr. Claw from making a death laser. She stopped the mental enslavement of all humanity. And she did all of this while keeping her moron uncle in check.
Are you
My-
aware
my
of the
qu-
theory of Inspector Gadget?
I might.
Nice.
Refresh my memory.
Yes,
It's
refresh.
the theory where the Inspector Gadget is actually an android because the real project failed and the actual guy who is supposed to be Inspector Gadget is Dr. Claw. He's trying to get rid of this double that's taken over his life, which is why he never hurts Penny. That's why he never saw his fists either.
That explains why that makes so much sense. But I
Yeah,
also
that
know
theory I have heard.
I know the theory. I also do know the theory of that Inspector Gadget is actually Maxwell Smart later in life.
Yeah,
it makes sense. It's the same character, just one wears a trench coat.
yeah.
Something happened to Maxwell Smart eventually, and he eventually stumbled on the wrong landmine and fucking got blown up and had to get remade.
Let's see. Coming in at number 8, we have RC from Transformers.
I'm not aware of this.
RC
I'm not aware
was
of,
female?
Yeah,
I'm
RC
not aware
was.
of
Yeah. Kind of.
I'm not aware of this character. Explain what this character is.
RC was the second female Transformer.
Didn't you ever see the animated movie?
Oh, we talked about the pink one with the fucking Princess Leia buds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, what did she transform into?
A car.
A pink like Ferrari? I don't remember.
I thought it was a motorcycle.
Probably a baby carriage, no, in the 80s.
Let's see. Interesting things that RC did. She transformed Autobot City into his fortress mode during the movie, which is infinitely better than any of the live action films. Because we all know those movies sucked.
First one was
The first one was not alright. They're all bad.
It was wild.
Yeah. The first one was really good.
I didn't really like any of them personally.
Patrick, did you just say that?
Yes.
Did you just fucking say
I
that?
secure my opinion. That
Get
I
the
will
fuck out of my stream!
I knew it was coming.
Why don't you make me, LC?
I just have to hit one button and I can make you. Sorry, two. I have to do one for the Skype call and one for the chat.
We let's see, other things that she did. She rescued several Transformers from the Quintessence. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't. Quintessence. What's a Quintessence?
Those are those are those guys who when they when Hot Rod and Cup are bound up and they're having those judgment things like guilty or innocent, and they have those little faces.
Yeah,
those are the Quintessence.
Okay, it's been a long time since I've seen the Transformers movie.
I've seen it too many times.
Let's see.
But the real question is, how well could she change the other Transformers to whale? I bet that girl could give a lube job like a fucking champion.
Well, she basically has the same problem that Smurfette does. She's one of very few females. She's like one of two. So I'm sure she spends a lot of time giving service jobs.
Yeah. So she knows how to tighten the spark plug, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Let's see. Number 7. Did anybody here watch Mask? Because I didn't.
Oh yeah.
I don't know much about Mask.
That's like my favorite theme song.
What? You know about Mask? Would you like to read?
Mask never made it over here. To be truly honest, I've never seen it.
And the only Mask I know is
Tony.
the
Alright.
cartoon based on the Jim Carrey movie.
Alright. At number 7 we have Gloria Baker from Mask, the Mobile Armored Strike Command. I didn't know that was what Mask stood for, actually. Was admittedly a bit of a sausage fest. Also, they didn't know how to spell command. I like that. The soul...
Poor literacy is cool.
Huh?
Poor literacy is cool.
Yeah, okay. Anyway. The sole exception was Gloria Baker, who was likely all the woman Mask could handle, as she was both a champion race car driver and a black belt in Kung Fu, as they are prone to do. She had 2 vehicles, the Shark, of course, it transformed into a submarine, and the Stiletto. Fucking really?
Yeah, that's apparently.
Okay, she had a weapon called a stiletto.
Okay, it's a Lamborghini that turns into a helicopter. How does that transfer into a stiletto? I don't understand. This made her...
Because she basically, by driving that, she just basically shoved her fucking heel into every guy's ball saying, fuck you, look at me.
He's got a point this time.
This made her the person with the most driving skills and the best, most expensive vehicles in the organization, whose main function was to combat evil via wheeled vehicles, which arguably makes her Mask's best and most trusted agent too. Although her co-workers included a toy designer, an exotic pet store owner, a pizza cook, so the bar wasn't set exactly high. But it's not likely they were going to give the pizza delivery guy a Lamborghini. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Well,
That would have been the classiest pizza delivery ever.
I know, right?
If the pizza guy
But
doesn't...
no one would ever tip him. He obviously doesn't need it.
The pizza ever.
I would kill to see a guy with a Lamborghini pull up in it with my pizza. I would feel safer because usually these guys pull up in a fucking goddamn freaking beat up jalopy with freaking a beat up fucking rusted out jalopy, come out fucking with a fucking ring in their mouth so fucking big it's fucking pulling their lip down, their pants hanging off their ass, and it's just like, yeah, hey yo bro, this is your pizza, fucking $10.99. All right, here's your pizza. Here's money. What? I don't get a tip. Fucking pull up your fucking pants and fucking then you get a tip, jackass.
Let's see. At number 6, we have Chitara from Thundercats.
Woohoo! Excuse me while I
Now, are we
make myself
talking
a little more
original
comfortable.
or new?
Top original Chitara.
Original.
Good one.
Yeah.
Well, please don't include original Chitara because she really was not that influential. She was just kind of there and
She-
delivered
she was
cheesy
plenty
lines.
influential to me.
I was just about to say, I'm sure she was very influential to every guy about our age.
Oh,
Yes.
believe me, she was very influential to basically any freaking person who became a furry who grew up in the 80s.
Yeah,
I
she
believe
was
she is single-handedly responsible for the furry movement
Really? I thought that was that, what do you call her? That mouse from
Gadget.
Chip and Dale?
Gadget.
Her too.
Yeah.
Gadget, yeah, her.
Between the two of them, that's how furries pretty much
And Lola Bunny.
take Jews.
Hey, Lola Buddy, I would fuck the shit out of that little fucking
Yeah.
cottontail.
Oh, they have Lola Bunny's also around. But she only came on the scene with Space Jam.
Nah, but
long
she called
after
up in the new
it's
Looney
out.
Tunes show. And goddamn, she looked hot.
Yeah, I've only watched the first season of the new Thundercats too, and there's something I've noticed. Chitara seems to travel in backflips.
And you also
Whenever she
notice that...
enters or leaves frame, she never walks, she jumps or flips.
And also, Nicola, you'll notice that her cleavage magically changes sizes depending on fucking camera angle.
I did notice that actually.
She goes from a B cup to a double D cup in several different episodes. Because the Hypnostar demanded it.
That's not a bad thing.
But seriously, what does she have, like a little pump on the side? Does she have like a little pump hooked up to her tits? Like kind of going like, well, I need these cats to be aroused this time, so shh, 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 shh.
Do you know that is
Look
actually
at
a
me,
product?
baby.
There is actually a product, the blow up bra.
Yeah, I
That's
dated several
right.
girls with that. I was very disappointed after the night at the bar.
I mean, if guys have a sweetest penis larger, why can't I have girls have the breast enlarger thingy?
Well,
He has a
Science
point.
needs
If,
no-
if I could suck my own cock with a pump and make it look bigger, why can't girls make their tits look bigger? It's called mating
The
rituals.
pump thing is entirely ineffectual. It's only temporary. It is not permanent. It fades after 5 minutes.
So
Yeah, but it feels so
apparently
good.
so is Chitara's cleavage.
It feels so good though, Nicola. I mean, I know for
I'm told
myself.
it's
I mean, I've
painful.
shoved a lot of things down my pants to fucking make myself look more appealing to women. You know, I have what they call the Irish curse, so I have to fucking enhance
What,
my
giant
fucking
nipples?
appeal.
let's see. Coming in at number 5, we have Steelheart from Silverhawks.
Never saw it.
I never watched Silverhawks either, but I know that it shared the same voice cast as Thundercats. So she must sound like Chitara. Let's see what it says here about Miss Steelheart. Steelheart, aka Emily Hart, is the only female member of the Silverhawks and acts as the team's mechanic. Good for you. She's Steel Will's sister and can psychically communicate with her brother over vast distances. Like her brother, her heart rejected the initial Silverhawk transformation, so she actually received a stainless steel heart. Ow. How does that even work?
So what
Sorry,
makes
but
her,
it was probably replaced with a pump.
so Michelle, one question: what makes her different than every other woman?
I'm not even gonna dignify that one with an answer.
Hey, all I'm
Because
saying about
not all of us have stainless steel hearts.
yeah, hey, all I'm saying about the steel heart is Captain Picard has a steel heart. It's good enough for him. It's good enough for anybody else.
Exactly. Thank you, Patrick. Moving on from her to number 4 is Jim from Jim and the Holograms. Most people...
Jim is my babe.
You don't realise what happened to Jem after the 80s?
She just disappeared.
No,
She did she somewhere internet? She
Jarek
never internet
Benson
reviewer, didn't she?
disappeared. But she resurfaced.
Well, they...
Amanda Hagen.
Oh, that is outrageous. Just truly, truly outrageous.
They recently came out with a really nice set of figures for her. It's like her and the holograms. There's only one problem. They cost $2,000 a piece.
Ah.
And
What?
Who the fuck is paying $2,000 for a gem doll?
I was wondering that myself.
A couple hundred, maybe 150 at tops. But Jesus Christ, Gem was not a fucking that big of a show.
Yeah, I saw them and I was all like, ooh, gem figures. And then I saw the price tag and said, fuck that.
Yeah, but
That's
it
almost
is
as bad as
true.
that Beanie Baby that Susie has. Did Susie actually sell that Beanie Baby that was worth like what, £700?
I don't think she ever did. And you know the funny thing is, that was like a handover gift for my mother. I think my mother was just trying to figure out something to give her for Christmas, so she like took a Beanie Baby out of her fucking collection and just gave it to her.
Yeah, we looked it up. It turns out it's worth about £700, which is around $1,000 for a Beanie Baby.
And I just remember I looked at it and I go, yeah, that's right. I grew up fucking basically with jack shit, and my fucking goddamn fiance just got a fucking doll that was worth more than most of my childhood.
I'll say the only reason why that was even entertained as an idea was because for a while there was, for like way back when the Beanie Baby boom started. Beanie Baby boom,
That's fast.
when the Beanie Baby boom started, there was one that was produced because of a mistake. Peanut the elephant that was put out in a royal blue, and that one was the rarest and most expensive Beanie Baby put out. People paid up to $100,000 for that thing.
I guess now is not the time to mention that it's that's sitting in a box at my parents' house.
Right now, it's probably right now it's probably worth about $20.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was last generation's Twinkies.
Okay, so back to the cartoon thing.
There's a fucking red light again.
Hal is still fucking haunting you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Number 3, Firestar from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. What?
Who the fuck is Firestar?
I
I have
don't
no idea.
It's obviously a woman of some kind. That's pretty much all I got.
Let's see. What the list? I need to track down this list writer and have a talk with them because there's too many people.
What's the name again?
Oh dear God, the cleavage.
What's the name again?
Firestar.
It also appears to be a book about dragons. And we only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 12th entry. All we need is the 12th entry to get a pony. A ponified version. Of course.
Let's see.
I have no idea who this character is. I've never seen her before.
I know. I'm not big on Marvel. I've always been a DC guy. I don't know Marvel too well.
Let's see.
I really don't know who this is either.
Oh, I see. She's not going to be in the Marvel Encyclopedia because she had to be created for the Spider-Man cartoon because of a rights situation.
Oh, okay.
She is the fire component of Spider-Man's Fire and Ice themed partners in the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends cartoon. There she is.
Huh. I
So-
didn't have to go that far down the Google Images page to find porn. Nice.
Nicola, you found that too, I can see.
Oh my.
Let's see.
I didn't know you could do that with a fucking sparkler. That is definitely impressive.
According to this, she at one point single-handedly handed Emma Frost her ass. She has been diagnosed with cancer. Her friend Hellcat agreed to marry Damien Hellstrom, the son of Satan, if he would heal her.
You say look at?
No, I didn't say Lord.
Okay.
Tony, go back to Fusrada.
You're supposed to be taking the week off. Do you want to do this?
No, go ahead.
See, this is what we call it. This is what we call an apprenticeship.
Let's see.
Supervised apprenticeship.
Sure, that works.
I feel like I've
Yeah,
got.
there's-
You're looking over my
cats.
shoulder all the time. It's weird. Okay. Moving on from Firestar, whom nobody knows, to someone whom everybody knows. With Scarlet from G.I. Joe. Scarlet was not.
We didn't get G.I. Joe.
You didn't get G.I. Joe over there? That's sad.
No.
Yeah.
Why would we in Ireland have a... How can I put this? Distilled Americana?
You have a point.
She has a point.
Yeah! It's like asking why you
although
guys didn't
I
have
think-
the Morbags.
Although I can say I would be surprised that G.I. Joe wasn't popular in freaking Ireland. It was basically it would teach you all the fucking fundamentals of all your
Teached.
childhood.
Teached?
Yeah, it would teach you
Teach Chelsea.
fucking. It would teach you class warfare.
Sweetie, are you serious? Do you seriously just consider that an American TV show could teach the Northern Irish about class warfare?
Eat
Well.
memories.
Well, yes, it could have.
Oh.
It would have showed you how to do it right.
Oh,
Sweetie, where do you think they got their ideas?
Well, think about it. G.I. Joe was against a terrorist organization called Cobra. It
Irony,
should have been
cough.
fucking very popular. It should have been very popular in Ireland. It would have taught Irish people how to stand up against the fucking IRA.
Sweetie. The IRA were not against the Irish people. They were passing off the fucking British. They were bombing the British a lot.
And they were bombing in Ireland, their homeland.
Yeah. They were bombing the British and the Protestants.
Oh, this
So
guy.
we need to give Chelsea a history lesson. All
Oh, very
about
well.
the trouble.
I know the history very well.
Well, apparently not. I think the IRA were bombing the fucking Irish.
I'm just gonna sit back and let this unfold.
Yeah.
Oh my
No, I want to see
God.
LGBT Irish
Go at
history.
home, British soldiers,
real
go
life.
at home. We have
Yeah,
no
I'm
fucking
just
pull
gonna
of
link you
your
to
own.
the wiki
For
page.
the next 100 years, we fought you without fear.
Yep, okay.
Moving
There
on.
we are. I'm just gonna link you to this webpage. Enjoy! It's in the chat. Let's
moving
move on
on.
before I get angry at LC.
Let's move on to our number one.
We're talking
There's
female
nice
cartoons, not class, not freaking terrorist military groups.
Let's see. This shouldn't incite any discussions, any uncomfortable discussions.
Try us.
Well, I will tell you that in Belfast, there is a hotel called the Europa that is still working, and it is the most bombed building in Europe. It has been bombed dozens of times.
Phew.
Those janitors really haven't learned the fact that you cannot mix fucking ammonia and bleach together, have they?
It's been rebuilt several times. It's still pretty. It's still 5-star.
It's only cosmetic damage.
Anywho, let's move on.
Moving on to our number one. We have Tila from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It's kind of fitting that our list began with He-Man's sister and ends with He-Man's...
Hera?
Hera's.
Hera.
That's a different character.
That's what He-Man calls himself whenever he's in drag.
Yes.
And I've just got that little fabulous voice on.
Same person.
Let's see. Tila was the only one who could ever really call out Prince Adam for being a lazy jackass. Which is impressive considering he was the prince of the entire region or whatever. I was watching My Little Ponies when He-Man was on.
He was a wuss.
Yeah, my brother was the guy really into He-Man.
And just as I say he was a wuss, I come across probably the most epic piece of art that actually makes him look competent.
Oh? Let us see.
That's a huge ass link.
That is a huge action link. It's from Google Docs, not Docs. Images.
See, I'd watch this He-Man.
Yeah, I watched that He-Man.
Because I tried to watch the recent reboot, and that wasn't any good. I'd definitely watch something based on this.
It literally looks like freaking He-Man if it was drawn by the guy who did the cover art for Conan the Barbarian.
There's also this one. I would watch this one. He-Man still doesn't look any more manly when you get to the face, but
No, he does not. Look,
Oh,
he looks a bit like
God.
Prince Charming out of Shrek.
well, crap, he kind of does.
It literally looks like Metalocalypse. The guys who did Metalocalypse, if they did He-Man.
Ow.
Rock and roll or something, whatever.
It
Some
looks
say
like
Skeletor actually looks intimidating.
it literally looks like it literally looks like if there was a Final Fantasy game made based on He-Man.
Let's see what else we got. Apart from those, we've just got all the usual very suggestive links from the 80s cartoon.
And how many gay porn links for He-Man is there?
Well, there's a picture here of He-Man just holding Beastman in front of him with the creepiest rape face I've ever seen, and Beastman's just like, no!
I think we can sum up the 80s for cartoon heroines as, good God, they all suck.
Yeah.
They were basically stapled, they were cemented into the storyline to try to appeal to a female audience so that when parents went to the toy store to buy their kids the He-Man character, the He-Man action figure, they had something to buy for the girls too.
Out of this list, there's only like 4 that I actually agree with.
But I got a question, how wasn't April O'Neil included in this?
Because she wasn't a heroine, she was just kind of there.
Yeah. What did she do besides get kidnapped and report the news?
She was a Princess Peach.
Yeah, she was basically their Princess Peach.
Pretty much. She helped them figure a few things out, but that was about it.
Okay, then what about the female turtle from freaking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh,
The
no,
Next Generation?
we do not refer to her.
We do not mention her in current company. She never existed. Kind of like Batman and Robin.
Like hell, it did. If only for Schwarzenegger's amazing one-liners.
Let's face it, we gotta at least give credit. We gotta give credit where credit's due. If it wasn't for that piece of shit fucking film, most of us wouldn't be sitting here right now. Because if most of us didn't get to hear the epic line, "Bat credit card," we would never be doing our own stuff at this time.
You have a point. You have a valid point.
I recently had a conversation with a diehard Batman fan, and I was talking about The Dark Knight Rises, and he loved that film. And then I started pointing things out, and he now hates that film.
Oh. He never loved in the first place if his opinion was that weak. If he wasn't that secure.
The plot holes, mostly. The plot holes.
Alright,
breaking
Nicholas, so
physics.
what are the plot holes? This should be interesting. What are the plot holes?
Oh. I think I know one of them.
First off, how the fuck did he get out of the plane at the end? Because he is obviously in it as it's flying out over the water, so there's no point he managed to get off on the city. So he did not get out of that thing before it left the landmass and got out over the water, so how the fuck did he survive?
He swam.
Two, he still would have died in the blast.
Maybe the bat suit protected
underneath the water, you could probably escape the blast radius.
Maybe the bat suit protected him, and then he fell into the water, which...
I'm serious.
Let's see. Bane should have snapped his back in half, which it is stated he did.
This is one thing, I'm a huge Bane fanatic, and I know for a fact that Bane should have snapped him in half. And I agree with that one, because in the story, he basically got his back dislocated, and they snapped it back in place, and then he laid out for fucking months healing. Where in the comic book, he actually had to go, Bruce Wayne actually had to find, like, a neurosurgeon who had, like, a fucking, some kind of, like, cyborg fucking kind of science to fucking fuse his back together so it would be functioning still.
Yeah. And speaking of backs, when he fell, when he was climbing up the side of the well and the rope caught him, that should have torn his back in half. That should have shattered his spine and severed his neck with the sheer whiplash. Also, planes don't work like that in the opening sequence.
I'll give the opening sequence this. It was
also,
actually fun.
Are we to believe that in 3 months, 3 fucking months, there was no riots, no attempts to leave, that there was no incidents with every single police officer down in the sewers, and also in that 3 months, you think they would have dug their fucking way out?
Well, maybe they forgot to fucking carry their spoon for the day.
You need a spoon?
It's a good point. It's a good point. With all the fucking things that police officers carry in on their fucking belts.
Even with the SWAT teams.
They should have had some kind of technology. The SWAT team guys should have been smart enough to fucking actually take apart their freaking... To take all their ammunition and pile up the fucking gunpowder and try to blast their way out.
Not even blast their way out, just use their fucking hands to lift the rubble. In that span of time, you could have hand cleared anything that was blocking your way. Also, Batman, or Bruce Wayne, or whatever the fuck his name is, he popped out of that well with, what, how many days left? 3 days left? Or whatever?
Yeah.
He is now in the middle of the Middle East.
Yeah.
No,
nowhere with no money.
Wait, what's it?
That's what the plot hole I knew you were going to say.
So he's in the Middle East with no money.
Alright, because I know in the comic books Bane was from the South America, so I thought it was South America.
Yeah,
but that makes more sense. Yeah, if he's in the middle of the Middle East, there's no way he could have got there.
This is a wonder in Persia, which is currently Iran. This well is an actual place that he's in. But anyway, that's in Iran. And seeing as they don't state any different, I'm just going to assume that they took them to the actual place. So now he's in the middle of the desert, with wherever he is, with no money, no identification, smelling like he is a homeless thug. How the fuck did he get back to Gotham?
Maybe he found a payphone called Godfrey.
How can you use a payphone if he didn't have any money?
Reverse charges. Anyway,
Change for the paw. Change for the paw.
got any change?
Yes, I
and
got an
then
American accent, but you know, times are tough all over.
precious. So why does he waste time? It probably took him a few hours, as well as some repelling equipment, to paint a giant bat signal on the bridge.
Because it looks
But he would
cool.
have had to have done this when no one could see him, which means he would have had to have waited until nightfall to do it.
Okay, I think we got the plot point for the fucking Superman Batman crossover.
Yeah.
It was Superman doing all this stuff.
See,
It was
I
Superman who
had
flew
less
in.
physics qualms in Superman than I did in the Batman film.
No, but it makes sense. That should be the plot point for the fucking Superman Batman crossover. Superman flew down, picked him up, flew him over to freaking Gotham, and then ran around town doing all this work while Batman set up the scenario, the final scene. It was Batman. It was fucking Superman all the time.
That knee brace that he put on. There's no physical way that could work. There.
Yeah,
That
when
was
it was like the snap. It was like almost like a snap
exoskeleton.
bracelet.
That was not a full exoskeleton. It would not have supported his weight. It would have needed to be either internal or an entire encasing exoskeleton. It would not have worked. So yeah, have I destroyed Batman, the Dark Knight Rises for anybody?
Considering I've only seen it once, you haven't destroyed it for me at all. I saw it once, and that was enough.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it in theaters. It was good, but it was the weakest of the Batman trilogy, or Nolan's Batman trilogy.
I actually got bored. I was bored at the end of this film. By the time they started chasing the bomb around in the trucks, I was starting to look around. It wasn't as bad as Red Eye. When I went to see Red Eye, I was actually counting the ceiling tiles in the cinema. I despised this fucking film. But my mum didn't want to go alone.
But I'm gonna say.
No, you're not, Megadeth. You are not Batman. Shut up.
But the Batman Dark Knight Rises, it does have some flaws, but at least I was happy because finally Bane was shown somewhat what he should have been. Bane is the biggest, baddest, toughest, smartest villain that Batman has ever come up across. This guy, within 1 year, this guy not only broke out of prison, but took over all of Gotham and broke Batman's back.
Yeah, he wouldn't have took over Gotham. He would not have held everybody in place for 3 months.
Yeah, but I have a legitimate
I agree,
Bane
but
question, at least in Dark Knight Rises. Why is he so fancy? Why does he always like hold his vest like this? Yeah. For my next trick, I'm going to drink tea with my pinky out.
I want to know why he sounded like Sean Connery.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yes. Why did they give him that bad voice, that bad auto-tune freaking voiceover?
Yeah.
Bane grew up in the. Yet again, I am pulling out my Bane Batman card. Bane was a basically prisoner from the day he was born in the South American prison. He shouldn't have had that fucking accent, even with that freaking goddamn voice thing.
Wasn't he supposed to be a masked wrestler?
No.
Wasn't that his origin in the comics, or was that just the...
No. Bane
crap
basically...
films earlier?
Bane basically was... He was born in prison because his father his father committed a crime, and in this part of South America, I guess if you get arrested for a crime, your whole family goes to prison. So the father, the mother went to prison. The mother was pregnant, gave birth to Bane in prison. The father died. The mother died in birth, and he was basically left in this fucking South American prison from basically the day he was born. He grew up only knowing how life was in prison life. Hence, when he finally did break out, when he did go to Gotham, he basically asked the question, who runs this city? And, not, because when you're in prison, basically there's always one guy who runs the prison. He's the biggest, baddest son of a bitch in the prison, and that's the guy you either take down to to take over the kingdom. So when he got to Gotham, he basically went, who runs this town, who runs this city? And all the criminals went, Batman. And that's why he said, I'm taking on the Batman. I'm going to dethrone the Batman from power. Thinking like it's prison rules. But Bane is also highly intelligent, and also highly intelligent, and also chemically enhanced physically, because the way he got out of the prison was he signed up for this program that the government was using to try to make the super soldier, and they injected him with the venom, and he pretended to die of an overdose. And that's how he snuck out of the fucking prison.
I'll always remember a picture that went round not long after they stopped filming. What do you call the actor who played Bane in The Dark Knight Rises?
Tom Hardy.
I
Tom
can't
Hardy.
remember. It's the guy who
There was a
played
picture
Bruno.
going round of him. He was just walking about, and he actually had tan lines from the mask. So he had
I
this
can see that.
big tan section, and then just wee spots down here.
In all fairness, he was a good actor, though. I mean, there's a British film came out that called what's it called, Bruno, which is all about like supposedly like the worst criminals who ever went to freaking British jails. Bruno.
Wasn't that like a Borat thing?
No.
It was no. There was.
Also, you think of Bronson.
Bronson, that's it. Bronson, which was a semi-documentary film about like the worst criminal ever to live in, like to ever go into British freaking prison. The same guy who played Bronson in that film played Bane, and he's an amazing actor. I think he also played a pit fighter in freaking, what was it, Warrior?
Yeah. Yeah, Warrior, and
Wasn't he in the last Star Trek Next Generation cast movie too?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, like Patrick Stewart's double or something like that.
His clone, something like that.
Yeah.
Romulan clone. Yeah,
All right, I think that's about enough time tonight for the SSL here on Cine Radio. I like to thank
Wait, you mean we're actually ending on time?
Yeah, surprisingly. I like to thank Mehe for taking over the reins. You did an amazing job.
I do what I can when I can.
Yet again, Patrick, awesome job tonight. Quiet, silent but deadly.
That's my motto.
But I am going to say this actually has made me want to try something next week. I've been wanting to do
I
this
don't like the way he says that.
I've been wanting to do this for a while now. And I want to do Sunday next week, Fan Appreciation Month. Or not maybe a month, but at least for a few weeks, Fan Appreciation, where I give the viewers the first hour of the show. That's right, and I am giving Patrick the first hour of the show next week. He's going to set up his own playlist. He's going to host the first hour of the show. And it should be interesting to try. And if this works out well, we will be doing a Cine Radio trivia contest to have fans and listeners win the opportunity to host the first hour of Center Radio in previous weeks.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Don't worry, Nicola. It's only the first hour. It's not going to affect us. It's that one. It's that
should
first.
be interesting.
It's that first hour where I'm trying to kill time. But Patrick will be hosting the first hour of Center Radio next week.
You guys have no idea what you have just unleashed.
I'm
That
scared.
sounds vaguely threatening. I'm scared now.
Yes, and then basically me, Nicola, and probably either Tony or Susie are gonna do like a American Idol style trivia contest where we actually try to bring in two freaking listeners of the show to win the opportunity to host the show the previous weeks. Nicola knows everything, so she should have some good fucking trivia.
Actually, should be disqualified because she knows everything.
No,
This will be
she's a judge. She's going to be asking the questions.
I was at a
Ah.
quiz today, and I was talking to my teammates, and it was general knowledge, and I was getting the majority of them right. And one of the guys in my team says, "You know everything." I says, "No, I don't. I just know how to say it convincingly." And he went, "What?" And then I'll tell you about it later, because the next round of the quiz. The next round of the quiz, I managed to convince his girlfriend that the haggis was a small furry creature. And he just kind of sat there and went, "You're fucking good."
Well, in all fairness, if you ever had haggis, it actually is kind of a small furry creature.
It's not furry, and it's delicious.
It's delicious, but maybe
When I was in Edinburgh, I actively
maybe it just
seek
becomes
haggis.
fuzzy from the import. Maybe they're an import, it becomes fuzzy. I love haggis.
Haggis is delicious.
It's great with fucking beef gravy on it. Beef gravy, a little fucking some chips. It's amazing.
You don't need gravy with haggis. It's perfect on its own.
It's fun for all but the lamb. All right, final thoughts of the night, Nicola.
I really need to find out where that fucking red light is. Because it's starting to piss me the fuck off.
I think it's a Terminator, or at least a Terminator rat.
Well, I know it's
hot-
not Tony's camera because I found and dismantled that.
Yeah, but and you know what ain't mine because I'm smart enough to disable the fucking lights in my cameras. Oh, and by the way, that fucking little towel show you showed earlier today, beautiful.
What?
That little towel show you put on earlier today, beautiful.
Sweetie, that wasn't me. That was Neil.
That explains all the back hair. So Patrick, final words of the night.
Shudder of revulsion from Patrick there.
So Patrick, final words of the night.
I'll see you guys on the other side next week. Whether you like it or not.
You're gonna be hosting, so you better bring your A game.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I can do it.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, Michelle, final words of the night.
I actually don't have any. You guys have burned my brain that much tonight.
Then we did our job.
You say that like we're smart and
You did it.
evil.
Mehe, you have to do something very important for me.
Okay.
It's very vitally important. You must poke Tony in the shoulder.
Done. I'm done again.
Okay, now Michelle, you have to.
Yeah,
Now,
I
Michelle,
saw that.
Now you have to poke him in the stomach to see if he does the Pillsbury Doughboy sound.
Oh, I was
That
thinking the exact same thing. I'll
face.
see.
Death glare.
Not that face.
Oh, way to be a boss, Joe Tony.
Tony, we'll get you to smile. Film.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us again on the SSL here on Center Radio. I'm gonna get back to the music.
Big fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbows.
You know what, Nicola? It's a song so nice. I actually might do it twice. Do you know what the copyright on this song is?
It's a fan made. It's Flufflepuff.
Well, then I'm gonna keep it in the recording. So, Nicola, send us off.
Big fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. I'm just gonna have that in everybody's